Hello and welcome back to Shokuho. I have updated the mod once again to 1.04 and this has basically added a shader compilation button. So if you want to compile shaders before going into the game, then you can just follow the instructions on the main menu and then it's going to be very nice and simple for you. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes. However, it very much depends, of course, on your system how long it's going to take. So just bear that in mind. Now, we are here on the perk screen. I'm going to be taking, let's see, a good day's rest here. I much prefer waiting in settlements and having the increase of speed when doing that. And we're also going to be getting projectile deflection. Now, I have never ever used this effectively, or shall we say, I've never used this full stop. I have always taken it whenever I've had a two-handed build, but I've never actually seen it work. So maybe we'll actually get something going on there. Otherwise, what we're going to do is going to take another point in medicine here. I was going to do trade skill, but medicine is going to come in mighty handy as time goes on. And indeed, it doesn't look as though we're actually going to get someone that even does this. We might get someone, and if that is indeed the case, then I might try to respec out of it. It very much depends. Doesn't matter right now. All I know is that we're probably going to need the help because we're in a battle. This is a 2-to-1 situation. We might, in fact, have a big issue on our hands here. We might have a very, very big issue on our hands. I'm not sure. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is so good. What is this battlefield? Look at what we can do right here. This is utter insanity. The enemy is going to have nothing they can do. This is going to be extreme damage for us. Wow, this is actually really incredible. Okay, so I am basically, we're done. There is nothing the enemy can do. They are just going to get absolutely massacred here because they have primarily, they have a lot of cavalry as far as I'm aware. They have a lot of mounted pistoliers and various other people, and for me personally, I highly doubt they're actually going to be able to do anything in this situation, but who knows? Maybe they will surprise us in some way or another. I gotta say, I absolutely love this battlefield. Look at the environment, by the way. Look at how extremely picturesque it is. I don't know, the immersion is just so good in this mod. It's really quite crazy. Okay, so they are actually coming over the rocks, which is to be expected, of course. However, the enemy cavalry, they might be having some issues. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Good, good, good. Let's do some damage, There we are. Kill that guy. Oh, almost killed that one in one hit. That would have been wonderful, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about that too much. Let's try to do some damage to these guys. We are getting a little bit of our people into melee range. Don't really want that, so I'm going to try to kill these guys as fast as possible. Just basically going to assist my forces as much as I possibly can with basically defending themselves. I need to defend them as much as possible because if we don't, we are going to... Oh, that was a nice bit of damage right there. But yeah, we are probably going to have some huge problems. Nice damage, nice. Okay, gonna tell my infantry to charge in as well now. And we're gonna try to do some damage to these fellows. Nice damage, yes, nice damage. That one not so much. Nice, that guy's dead. That's the thing, I just need to get into range on any of these fellows and just murder them 6 ways from Sunday. That's what we need. There we go, there's another one. Unfortunately, he is managing to get away from us relatively quickly there. Unfortunate for us, but it's okay. We are doing very, very well, just purely because of this battlefield. I am 100% certain that we would have had some issues with these guys. They do seem to have some really high tier people, and the only reason why we're doing relatively well here is because of the battlefield layout. You know, having all of these rocks and things like that, it is making a huge difference to our unit retention. Basically being able to prevent our people from dying here. Big, big difference. And... oh, I think it might be making a little bit of a difference for me, actually, you know, doing damage as well. It's actually quite funny that it's always those kinds of situations where sometimes you really do need to do damage as the player. It's quite a staggering amount of difference that you can make, and you never usually think that, or at least I never usually think that. I never usually think to myself, oh yes, I'm the one that... Well, never mind. I was going to say, I'm the one that makes quite a bit of difference, you know, because we do make quite a lot of difference. Unfortunately, well, in this case, I did get shot in the face, which is not great, you know, that's not great, especially considering a lot of our people are now getting shot by the enemy's gunners. But that's okay. We've got a lot of experience coming our way after this, which I'm very much looking forward to. And there it is. We've won the battle. There we are. Okay, so we did actually end up losing 13 troops, but does that really matter? That's one thing that we have to take into account here. We have to think to ourselves, does that matter? Because we're getting 21 renown for this, and we're also getting 34 influence, which is extremely powerful. Now we're going to be taking these guys prisoner. I think we're going to be taking them prisoner just purely because I want to make sure that we don't have too many issues as time goes on, and I'm talking about obviously having significant amounts of enemies coming at us over and over again. We want to try to prevent that from happening as much as possible. So we're going to try, if we can, to also convert a lot of these prisoners to our side. That's also the reason why I took Stout Defender in the leadership tree, because then we can convert these guys 50% faster, which is extremely powerful for us. Now, I am going to be, yeah, as you can see, they do actually have, yeah, they do actually have ammunition. There's just no icon there. So I'm going to be creating these Ozutsu fellows. I actually have no idea whether they're going to be any good, but we're going to try it. You know, we're going to try them out. Going to see how they do. Going to get 4,400 in cost right there. And I'm losing some morale there as well, but that's absolutely fine. I don't have any space for any additional prisoners, so that's absolutely okay. And oh, hello. That is a very nice horse, if ever I saw one. Unfortunately, definitely not going to be useful for me. I'm going to be selling it most likely, or something else, but there's all the loot. There we have it. Okay. Now, we are relatively deep in enemy territory, so I'm actually kind of thinking about going to Muranaka here. That's probably... yeah, this... Okay, this might be a bit of a problem. How long do we... Oh, no, he's running away from us. Okay, he's running away from us. Okay, that's actually kind of good. If he runs away, then I'll be pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think we will be okay, because I can actually go off into the forest. Oh. Wait a minute. Why did he attack us right now? Why did he attack us right now? Also, my herding... Ah, I have a herding issue. That's the reason why I'm moving so slowly. Okay. Let me just take a quick look at that. Why do I have a herding problem? Okay, we have a lot of horses. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of a whole bunch of these guys. Wow, yeah, actually a lot more than I anticipated. There we go. Wow, yes, herding is still being hugely problematic for us right now. Yeah, I guess that's going to have to be it. We're losing a huge amount of money by doing this, by the way, but the thing is, I have 175,000 right now. My mercenary contract is giving me a huge amount of cash, and indeed we are now up against a guy that could potentially have mounted units. It doesn't seem like he does, so I think we'll probably be okay. But we do have to be I think we have to be a bit worried. Maybe we have to be a bit worried about this. I don't know. Not sure how it's going to go. Hopefully we're going to be okay. If not, then... Whoa. Wow, look at this battlefield. Look at how beautiful this looks. Wow. Okay. Well, unfortunately for me, there's not that many places for me to go that are going to be significantly good, as in... for tactical situations, strategic, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to go over here to these rocks. That's where I'm going to go. Where are the enemy? Oh, they're over there. Okay. We're going to have our people go here. Going to tell them to go into a loose formation. And, oh, I basically have no infantry and no cavalry whatsoever. So this is going to be basically hinging on our gunners. That is what is going to happen here. Okay, so I have these fellows. I'm not entirely sure what they're using or whether these are... Are these the explosives? These might be the explosives, I think. Possibly. Okay, if that is indeed the case, we need to be a bit aware that friendly fire is a thing. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this, actually. I have a very, very bad feeling about this. Okay, so fire at will. Gonna tell these guys to go and skirmish. Okay, we're getting some good damage. Oh, actually, not bad. Oh, we already killed the... Oh, it seems to actually be working quite nicely. Surprisingly enough. Not sure whether I should even bother... Oh, no! Oh, okay, I didn't even see these guys coming in from the side there. I'm not sure if I should even bother doing anything, as in... just, you know, staying back here and just being a bit chill, because if I die, it's pretty bad, you know? Okay, nice damage. There we go, yes. Okay, I'm gonna help them out now. I'm gonna help them out. If I can. There we are, nice, nice, nice. And, let's kill some, oh, no, never mind. Okay, that guy's dead as well. Yeah, now the enemy has huge amounts of range. Oh! Yeah, as I said, they have huge amounts of ranged troops. And, yes, that's exactly the reason why we're taking so much damage here. So, yeah, now I'm not entirely sure what they have, but they seem to have mostly archers, which is kind of bad. Are we going to be okay? We should technically be fine, all things considered. We should technically be fine. As you can see, we are indeed winning. I think we should be okay, but I am a little bit worried about the fact that we have a vassal very, very close by to us. I'm kind of hoping that we're... I don't know. I think I need to get rid of more horses. I need to get rid of more horses, and I need to be careful about what kind of loot I decide to take. Okay, so I'm going to be taking him prisoner once again. And, okay, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm going to just take this. We'll take these guys. I don't actually have that much space, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Prisoners are also slowing me down, of course, so it may very well be necessary for me to get rid of some of them. So I'm thinking right now that I'm going to get rid of the tier 3s, and then we're just going to move on. I think that probably sounds like a good idea. Let's get more of those guys. There we go. And how are we doing in terms of... yeah, we got some... decent-ish stuff, I suppose. Let's just see if my... Yeah, my herding... Look at this, look at this. My speed went massively down as a result of this. So I'm assuming that I am having problems with numbers of mounts. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of quite a few of these. We are over encumbered now, which is obviously not exactly good, but we are going to have to get rid of them one way or another. Otherwise, we are going to get caught. And we do not want that, do we? Yeah, we're no longer having any kind of herding problem, and I am obviously over encumbered, so I need to do something about that with the rice. So let's get rid of all the rice here, and that's absolutely fine. There we go. All right, so now we're moving at 3.7, which should technically be good enough to get us away from this vassal, because I don't think I can beat this guy with 39 people. No. There we go. Okay, it is enough. It is enough to get us away from here. So that is very, very good. All right, so this is obviously one of the main strategic problems that we're going to face as we continue to play. The, shall we say... I was going to say the environment, but it's more about the geography. It's more about the geography of the landscape, because you could see here there are a lot of natural bottlenecks in and around this environment, and we need to make it very clear that we are going to have some issues with that. So in other words, we need to make plans and make sure that we don't get ourselves caught out. It's very easy for that to happen, though. It's extremely easy for that to happen. So, 10% battle morale penalty to enemies when troops in your formation kill an enemy. That obviously is fantastic. We're going to be taking that every single day of the week. All right, so, yeah, we're going to be moving on. Oh, actually, wait a minute. There's one thing I wanted to do. We're going to be... let me see. Is there something I can do here? Staying at Hitayoshi is not available right now. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to draw a couple of these people over here. Courier with a ransom offer for the freedom of this guy. Do I really want... No, I don't really want to give any of these guys back if I can help it. I prefer not, you know. Okay, so... Technically, I can recruit some people, so I will do that. We'll just take the samurai units. We won't take some. We won't take any of the common units at the moment. I don't think that's particularly necessary. So we have huge amounts of stuff, and I'm going to be selling. Well, unfortunately for me, actually, I'm unable to really sell everything. That's the funny thing. I am unable to sell everything, so we're just going to have to sell as much as we can, and as you can see, that's it. That's all I can really do. I can buy a sumpter horse and things like that if I want to increase my overall capacity, which is probably going to be kind of nice to do to a certain degree. We can also ransom our prisoners, as you can see right there, for 13,000, but I don't think that's particularly necessary either. So... the question now remains, do we want to... I think we should probably go back, shouldn't we? We should probably go back and we should probably try to fight some additional enemies. However, the main issue is that I have a very weakened army and I need to level these fellows up. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit relaxed, okay? I'm gonna be a little bit relaxed about this. I'm just gonna let Stout Defender... and, you know, our medicine skill and all that wonderful stuff, restore our forces, and then we're going to go and we're going to try and fight some more people. Alright, so we're in another battle here. Unfortunately, I have not yet had the opportunity to fully, shall we say, outfit our army in all of the recruits that we necessarily need, because my prisoners are taking their sweet time to get converted, of course, but that's okay. That's alright, because we now have the opportunity to fight this guy. I'm hopeful that I will be able to survive. I do need to get a one-handed. A lot of people actually told me that the tachi weapon, that is apparently one-handed, so I will probably try to get that, because a wakizashi is a little bit too short for my liking. I don't know, it's going to be a bit difficult to use most of the time. Yeah, these guys are actually using... yes, this is a bit problematic. They're using guns on mounts here as well, but yeah, I'm going to try to get a one-handed, because as I said to you in the previous episode, I would like to get Fleet of Foot, which is indeed that wonderful perk that increases our movement speed by 10%. That is a huge, huge increase, and I would love to be able to get that, if at all possible. And I feel pretty quick as it is, you know, I feel pretty fast. Unfortunately, I don't feel fast enough, because unless I'm you know, running around at the speed of a horse, it's not fast enough. I'm obviously joking. There's probably no way that I can run around that fast, but I can get close, you know, I can definitely get close. We've had that kind of situation happen before. And indeed, the enemy is basically done here. Just going to tell my archers to skirmish a little bit here as well. And yeah, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be... no, there are actually a couple of people on foot here that I might be able to tackle myself. Unfortunately, because of the amount of guns that the opponent has, because of course we're fighting basically the exact same kinds of units that we are fielding right now, they are much... oh, okay, there we go. Whew. I avoided getting shot in the face this time. That was good. Nice. Nice. Get him out of there. There's a guy coming behind me. Oh, no, that's mine. Never mind. I was actually like, oh, yes, that's an enemy. That's an enemy cavalry right there. But no, it wasn't. Okay, he's dead as well. And then we can... there's the last one. Why am I blocking? Oh, yeah, blocking actually makes a difference. I should really try that, you know. I should really try that because, as I said to you before, I've not ever tried blocking with a two-handed because my mind immediately just goes to the fact that why am I blocking? You know, why am I blocking with a two-handed? There's no way that I'm going to be able to block with a two-handed, but I always forget that there is that perk and that it is available for us. So, it's quite funny. Anyway, there you go. 13 influence for us, 7.1 renown. Obviously, I'm just trying to get my hands on as much renown, as much influence as possible. I did end up selling quite a few pieces of loot, and as a result, I now have even more cash, as you can see, 246,000, because the marketplace in the nearby town did get replenished in a small way. So yeah, that's really, really nice. Speaking of that, we can also continue to do smithing, and smithing is obviously very, very useful for us. There's another ransom offer currently going on there. I'm probably just going to ignore that for the most part. And let's see. Yeah, they've started to restore themselves a little bit. They only have 6.8k though, so I'm probably not going to do anything with that right now. However, we should probably take a look at this. Here we go. Okay, so let's have a look-see here. So technically what we could do is we could create a whole bunch of these. And these are two-handeds, as far as I can tell, as you can see right there. It says two-handed, but a lot of people in the comments said that this is the one-handed version of, well, I don't know, one-handed version of something. So I have no idea whether that is indeed the case, but I guess I will just make it and we'll see whether that is actually the case here. I mean, the weapon's reach is 91. That says that this is a two-handed to me. But maybe there are some one-handed... There are no one... As far as I'm aware, there are no one-handed handles here, so... I have no idea. It's kind of weird. I guess we could just create a couple of things here and then just smelt this stuff. I do have a load of weapons, by the way. I have massive amounts of weapons that we can indeed smelt. So I will just continue waiting here for some time, of course. And if I take a look, I actually want to just see about the Tachi that we just created. No, it is a two-handed. It is a two-handed. So I'm not sure what people were talking about in the comments there, but yeah, these things are indeed two-handed. I don't know, I'm thinking the Wakizashi is probably the only one-handed sword that we can get, apart from the axes and various other things, but we'll see. Maybe we can unlock some additional stuff, maybe that's what I'm missing, I don't know, but from what I can see right here, it is a two-handed. Alright, so we have a bunch of potential companions here, and I'm actually going to take a look and see which one we actually want to go for. There are a number of them that could be very, very nice for us. It just very much depends. I'm not sure what is up with this guy's stats. Because look at this guy, right? Look at the difference between these two. What's actually happening with this? Because this guy has literally 39 in guns, right? And this guy has 178 in guns. What? What is actually going on with those guys? Anyway, this fellow is clearly the best, as you can see right here. He is literally murdering everyone, so we are going to literally promote him. What actually happened with the reward right there? I have no idea, but me rewarding him with 1,000 is basically nothing, so I'm pretty happy with that. And he has now joined us. There we go. He has now joined us. Oh, I have too many people, apparently. Okay. Yeah, I have been recruiting some people, as you can quite clearly tell. And I guess I'm just going to get rid of some of these, I guess. Now, this guy is obviously insane, right? He's really, really good at pretty much everything that he has. So what we're going to do... the question is, he has nothing in steward skill. Okay, he has nothing in steward skill. We are basically the one doing... well, we're the one doing surgery. I guess he could be the quartermaster. Because... I think he has relatively... Let me actually just have a quick look here. He's got 6 in intelligence, which is insane. I mean, look at his stats. He has 10 in vigor, 10 in control. He's got some crazy cool stats. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make him the quartermaster. He's going to be the quartermaster for us. And yeah, that's going to dramatically increase our our party size, and that is definitely going to make it very, very likely that we now need to start focusing on some food variety. Food variety is going to be very, very useful for us now. So we no longer only need rice. We're going to need root vegetables and seaweed, meat, sake, mandarins, miso, soy sauce, and there we go. All right. Buying a lot of stuff right there, just purely because I want to level up my steward skill as fast as possible. And indeed, now let's just wait and see what's actually going on here, because I see that we have a red number down in the bottom right there. That means that we have gone below. Yeah, it's because I had steward skill and he doesn't have steward skill, so that's the reason why we're having some issues now. I guess I will just get rid of these. And now we are going to attack this caravan. I know, we're going to attack this caravan. Probably not the best idea. Are they... They're not that fast. I mean, technically they're much... For some reason they're much faster than we are. That's not exactly great. They're luring us into enemy territory. Ah, there we go. Look at that. He just gained 20 skill points in steward skill instantaneously. That is crazy cool. Love that. Okay, we have a bit of an issue here. Okay, we have battlefield remains, and we have this guy. Okay, so let me actually just have a quick look here. All right, so he's using... I think we could probably fight him. What do you say? I think we could probably do it. Yeah, I think we could probably do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Come on. No. Don't run away from... Yes. Let's fight. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a very new battlefield here for us. I mean, obviously, it's very flat, which is not exactly great. I'm not looking forward to that. However, I am looking forward to taking a look and seeing what his captain perks are. And I'm talking about Mangoro here. Wait a minute. Are my perks actually better than his? No, he has loads more perks than we do. So I'm going to turn him into our captain here. And I think I'll probably just... I don't know whether to be the captain for any of these. I guess I'll be the captain for the infantry or something like that. I mean, it's not really going to make that much difference, to be honest. I think if we're going to win this, we're going to win this either extremely decisively or we're going to lose. That's basically how things are going to go, in my opinion. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to hold fire. Let's just see. Okay, yeah, my forces are not that far away from the opponent, so I am... Ooh, we got them on a nice little hill there as well. That's really going to make a big difference. And this guy is mounted up there. All right, yeah, so we're going to start firing now. I think we can probably start hitting them from here. I think about 150 is the range that we can actually hit from. Are you actually shooting or nah? There we go. There's the firing. Okay, that is a bit slow. I should have probably just left them on fire at will, to be honest. Oh, we are killing quite a few. It's just I was a bit I was a bit worried there for a second. I was actually really worried there for a second. Okay, I'm just going to tell my cavalry to auto-delegate right now. Going to tell my infantry to auto-delegate as well, just so that they can continue to do, you know, delaying measures, whichever delaying measures they feel are necessary. And I'm going to try to do some damage myself here, if I can. Oh, these guys are really good at blocking as well. Very annoying. Okay, let's try to get these guys out of the way. Thankfully, these fellows are mostly using Yari, and Yari are only thrusting weapons. So it is a lot easier for us to eliminate them than if they were, you know, slashing weapons or anything like that. Whoa, we've just completely destroyed him. I am actually so surprised. I was thinking to myself that we were going to have some huge problems here, but I think the main issue is that he just had a lot of infantry, not that many cavalry, and he did have quite a few archers, as you can see, but the archers are clearly not very high level, as you can see here. They're mostly Ashigaru, so not really going to do much. Although, to be fair, that's actually not something that you need to worry about that much, in my opinion, with gunners. I think gunners don't really need to be super high level to be extremely impactful. That's also the reason why it could potentially be a strategy to have a load of Ashigaru units that primarily focus on gunners. We lost 0 people. Yeah, that just goes to show, doesn't it? That just goes to show exactly what's going on, because we are just absolutely slaughtering from so far away. It is really, really fun to do those kinds of battles. Obviously, this fellow didn't have particularly good units, so just bear that in mind. One of my troops. Oh, okay. One of my troops can now be promoted. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something really kind of a bit weird. Now, I'm not going to do it just yet. I think we're going to have to. Okay, we might be able to do it. It just depends. Okay, it just depends. Now, let me actually just have a look at. Yeah, so we have some herding problems once again. So I will have to get rid of some of my horses. Which is actually kind of annoying, because getting rid of horses right now, especially considering they are extremely good to sell. A lot of these are really, really good to sell, but I just cannot get stuck in enemy territory. I need to make my way back to Hitoyoshi. That is extremely important for us at the moment. Unfortunately, I'm all the way over here. So, okay, wait a minute. I'm still disorganized. I could have fought that guy, actually. No. Okay, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. I am getting... See, now, here's the thing. I'm getting baited right now. I'm getting baited. I'm getting lured by the loot, the experience, and the fun of going into these battles and actually having a whale of a time. You know, it's just too good, right? It's just too good, too fun, and we need to rein ourselves in a little bit, okay? I'm gonna try to hold back a small amount, and we're gonna do exactly the thing that I've wanted to do for quite some time now, which is to go back to friendly territory and do a little something. I'll show you what I'm going to do in just a moment. Alright, so as you can see, we're now back here. We're going to be taking Iso back into our party here, and I'm not entirely sure where the remaining companions are. You can see here that this guy is a prisoner at Nyoshima, and this guy is near dual location. I have... Where is this? Why is he over... Why is it... Where? Why is he all the way over here? Why is he there? I mean, I guess he's a caravan, so I guess he's doing caravan stuff, but... that's kind of uncomfortable for me, because I was wanting to speak to him, but yeah, anyway, and this fellow is indeed a prisoner as well, so we are just going to have to pay their ransoms when they come up. We could also go and do a prisoner break if we wanted to. We could do a prison break, but I'm not sure if that's particularly necessary. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start a conversation with Iso here. I would have actually talked to a bunch of them, but yeah, I'm basically going to say I no longer have need of your services, and we're just going to say your skills are not what I need. You didn't do anything wrong. You absolutely did not do anything wrong. She was absolutely fantastic. She did a great job the entire time. However, we have better companions. We can get better companions through the Distinguished Service mod, which is exactly what we're going to do now. So that's the reason why I want to speak to the other companions as well. You could see here, look at how insane this character is. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. Gonna promote him. There we go. And now we've got him as well. So Shoichiro has now joined us, and this guy is insane. Like, this guy is even better than the other one. And you can see here, he literally has, well, we can't see his gun skill at the moment, but he had 200, oh no, we can't see his gun skill. There you go. He had 267, which is incredibly good. That is extremely, extremely good. And bear in mind that the funny thing is, I'm actually wondering, actually, before I do that, I'm just going to save, because I want to be a little bit careful of crashes, just in case. I haven't really seen any crashes since the last time, since like couple of episodes back when I showed you that we had one crash or two crashes or something like that. Haven't had a crash since then, even in my off-screen time. So not entirely sure whether it's just all settled down now or whatever. But yeah, it seems to be working quite nicely for me. Anyway, let's go over to our inventory right here because I want to see what they're actually using. So they're using this and they're using this. Now, I technically, if I wanted to, I could steal this weapon, right? I could steal this weapon and I could then end up using it if I wanted to. Now, I'm not sure if that is a particularly good idea because these guys are going to be so much better than I am at using this because my gun skill is literally, well, I think it's 0, isn't it? Don't I have like 0 in that? My gun skill, yes, my gun skill is 0, is literally 0. So I will probably not be taking it because I cannot use it even, which is quite funny. But I just wanted to show you that that's what I was going to do. Now, the funny thing is, if we create our own faction, which I think could be fun, I have heard a couple of things about creating your own faction in the mod may lead to crashes. I'm not sure whether that's actually the case. I don't have that confirmed by anyone. I just heard something about that, and I thought, oh, okay, well, that might actually be a thing. I don't know. So we'll see whether we actually end up doing that. But we have all the freedom in the world to decide what we want to do and where we want to go. So I'm going to be getting some more... Should I get some more trade skill here, or should I get some more medicine skill? The question is, medicine skill is going to be extremely impactful once we get to 75. Let's put another point in medicine. Why not? Why not? Might as well, right? And these guys are actually attempting to take this castle. Shall we do a siege with them? We could technically do a siege with them, or we could just run some interference. Maybe running some interference would be the way to go. Oh yeah, also, we should probably make this guy a scout or something like that, right? This fellow, I mean, is he actually any good at anything else? Apart from combat skills? Good at bows, guns, throwing. Yeah, no, he's not really that good at anything else, but he does have some insane stats, like really, really good stats. So, I mean... yeah, no, I mean, we could use him for smithing, I suppose. We could use him for smithing and, you know, smelting and refining and stuff like that. We could do that if we wanted to. He's actually got some good engineering. Yeah, you know what? He could be our engineer. He can be our engineer. So that's what we'll do. Wait a minute. Where do I go here? There we go. Okay, so Shoichiro, he will do this. There we go. And yeah, considering I actually want to get some engineering skill, I'm going to join this just for the sake of getting some engineering. Is that actually going to give him engineering right now? I'm not sure why I'm not getting engineering right now, to be honest. Ah, there we go, there we go. We are gaining engineering, but it's very slow for some reason. Should be a lot quicker than that, in my opinion. Oh well. Never mind. Oh, there's a very, very large army coming our way. I'm going to get out of here, because I am indeed a mercenary, and we are very honorable, so we're going to get out. I'm obviously joking. The main reason why I'm doing that is because I'm pretty sure my guys will be able to handle that, and I don't really want to get embroiled in it. I'd much prefer to do my own thing and attempt to attack some vassals myself so that they cannot reinforce the army when they're in battle, because that is most likely going to be the case. So, let's head in. Oh, this is great. Wow. Oh, what is this? Look at this. Look at this geography here. Oh, this is too good. This is way, way too good for us. Like, I could fight against... I think I could probably fight against an extremely large army here and be completely fine. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. I'm actually gonna... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna swap around these guys. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he's not mounted? Really? Mangoro is not mounted? Oh, I thought he was actually mounted the entire time. Oh, okay, well, that's my bad then. I guess I'll just put him with the infantry then or something like that. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him here. And we'll put myself there. Because I don't really want him standing with the infantry, just in case I tell them to charge in or some random thing like that. We don't really want them to... mess with themselves too dramatically here. So anyway, hold fire. speed things up. And we're going to see what the enemy decides to do. Are they just going to stand there? It would be very funny if they just stood there now. We do have some pistol people actually doing some pretty decent work here. Our cavalry. See, now, this is the funny thing. These guys, they know. They know that this is an extremely strong position that we're in right now. And that's the reason why they are staying back. The question is, though, can we move forward without taking too many casualties and then still get in position to eliminate them? We might be able to. Alright, let's give it a go, shall we? Okay, this is very risky, by the way, for a gunner-focused army to do this. Not a good idea in any way, but if the AI is being so incredibly passive, I'm gonna have to take the initiative here, so let's try and tell them to fire at will. Let's tell these guys auto-delegate, get them going in there. And we might as well tell these fellows as well, the infantry, to do their own thing too. And let's see what happens. Maybe we're going to be okay. Okay, we're getting some pretty nice kills here. Pretty nice kills. I'm aiming for 0 casualties once again. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but I am aiming for that. We might get lucky, and wow, where did that guy come from? I have no idea. But yeah, as you can see, look, Mangoro is gaining huge amounts of skill in athletics. What? How is he gaining so much skill? I thought he already had... oh wow, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully he's going to become even more dangerous as time goes on. I'm sure he is. Okay, here we go. Nice damage. Get some more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's too good. It's too good. It's too fun. I'm sorry. The mod is just too fun. Going in there. Oh no, don't get shot. Don't get shot. Okay, yeah. Going in there with your massive two-handed sword. I'm not even using a good two-handed, by the way. This is one of the most basic nodachis that I could make. And the funny thing is, if I were to make a better one, this would be even better. This would be so good. It would literally... Oh, it would just be so fun. Even more fun than it is right now. Because I feel like I'm not doing that much damage. I mean, yeah, you know, if I can hit an opponent in a decent area, like, you know, if I can hit them on the head or something like that, or I can hit them with a decent speed bonus, then of course we're going to be absolutely fine. But many cases where I'm way too close to the opponent or something like that, where my speed bonus is not really that good, I'm not going to hit for an extreme amount, and so that's going to provide us with, well, pretty limited damage output. However, that means that we just need to work on that, you know? We just need to work on it a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to capture a couple of prisoners here. My steward skill is leveling up so dramatically right here that I now have 84 capacity, which is extremely nice. Okay, let's go for this. Just gonna get some stuff. I wonder whether my herding is going to start kicking in again. If it does, I'm gonna have to get rid of a couple of horses or head back to some place where I can actually sell. Yeah, my herding is starting to kick in, but it's okay. It's not that dramatic, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. Now, bear in mind that a lot of the areas around here, like for example Yanagawa, that has 525 in the garrison. I actually think that we would be able to fight these guys relatively easily. However, you would need to do a very weird, finicky sort of strategy where we go in, shoot as many people as possible, and then retreat, and then rinse and repeat that. That is what we would have to do, at least in my opinion. We've now leveled up to Clan Tier 3, which is extremely nice. This now enables us to create our own kingdom. So that is a potential option for us. Not sure if we're going to do it, but it is available if we want to. Anyway, let's take a look and see if we can promote some people, because we do have another space for a companion here. Yeah, no, not particularly good. This guy is looking okay, not great though. Yeah, I'm looking for people that are having significant stats. And I'm talking about massive amounts of gun skill here, massive amounts of gun skill, or, well, basically just anyone that's really, really high level. That would be extremely impactful for us. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.